Thanks, Bree. We'll take a look at this. Maybe you've finished your Christmas shopping already, gotten all your gifts, but have you gotten everything wrapped?
For me, the answer is no. And if it's that same way for you, we have some great tips to get the gifts looking great. And Angela Gieser is here from Michael's to show us some great ways to wrap some gifts and in ways maybe you haven't thought of, and maybe some odd-shaped gifts that are a little trickier.
We're going to get to one over there. And really easy solutions, too, by the way. It's nothing difficult.
No. So let's say when we're going to wrap a gift, one of the best things to do is just to really kind of keep it simple. So what I'm going to do first, obviously we're going to start off with some pretty little tissue that we're going to place inside. You're going to just kind of fold it in half. Then you're going to place whatever shirt or item that you're going to wrap, place it inside. The trick is always try to find a box that's fairly close to the item that you're doing. So while I'm actually doing this, Spencer, would you mind just cutting the paper for this one?
I can do that.
The next thing we're going to do is, let's say we have that kind of odd-shaped item, like a baseball glove.
Yes.
So
we're not going to wrap that in paper?
No, we're not.
Might be a little bit obvious, maybe?
It is going to be a little difficult.
One of those tricky ones that wouldn't look as pretty as a box.
Yeah, so the easy thing to do is always to use a gift bag. But obviously at Michael's, you know, what we kind of try to strive to tell everybody, to inspire them, is you can use everyday simple little things that you can purchase at Michael's that are pre-made, that add a little bit of bling or excitement to your packages. So you're just going to use an ordinary gift bag. Then those of you who have never known how to make that poof in your tissue paper stand out just fine.
I just end up shoving mine in so much it just gets wrinkled.
The trick is grab it in the center of the tissue, fluff it down, just place it inside.
Oh, that's easy.
Kind of try to do a couple, it is the flick, it's the wrist thing. Just kind of leave a couple of them sticking out so that you can kind of see several different colors all at the same time. Now at Michael's we also have several different kinds of ribbons. For gift bags, one of the best ones I have found is just raffia. And raffia, as you know, comes in many different colors. I'm going to have you, Rachel, if you don't mind, just tie that on. And Spencer, do you have that done?
Yeah, I've got this cut for you here.
All right, perfect.
That raffia would look great, by the way, underneath my wife's Christmas tree. She's decorated in a rustic look, so it would...
And you put it in a bow here, Angela?
Yeah, just tie it basically into a knot. And the nice thing with raffia is because it is obviously a loose kind of material, it looks just fine. So as far as our paper and our box go, which is the hardest one to do... And
I apologize, I cut that at a weird angle.
You're
you see that there.
Fine.
That's why it's going to be on the bottom, though. When we're
exactly,
done, right?
You're fine.
So how did you fold those down? Just that's where some people get tricked up, especially men.
You're just going to push down the top piece of paper first. You're going to fold in your two sides. Then you're going to make a little tiny crease at the top.
Easy enough.
Small amount of tape is best. Okay, so just like that and that.
You've done this once or twice.
Just a little bit, yeah. I have 3 kids, so trust me, you wrap quite a bit of presents. But again, like I said, the great thing with Michael's is we offer all kinds of different ribbons that you can use.
These look really fun.
We have fabric ribbons, and what I like to do is you can always use several different kinds of ribbon, and they actually tear or rip quite easily. This is a fabric ribbon that is lined actually with wire on the edges.
And you just cut right through that. That wasn't...
Yeah, so it's not hard to cut.
No, not at all.
It's easy to shape, obviously, with the wire. Right?
And you can use actually a hot glue gun, but I like to use tape. I know that's terrible, but it's easier for me. And don't worry about placement of it on the package, because again, with the ribbon, you can kind of adjust it later on.
And shape it to fill maybe a gap if you have something there.
I also like to use, and Michael's is fantastic about that, is we have many different kinds of ribbons and colors that you can choose. So you can kind of coordinate different colors all along the way. So I'm just going to add these 2 right here at the top. Then I have this pre-formed bow that you can also purchase, that all you need to do.
like this.
Yeah,
so you don't have to
it comes exactly like this. All you have to do is just kind of poof the edges out.
Perfect.
Just a little bit.
And then
Nothing
you've got
really
some tails right there on the present as well.
Exactly. So we tie this one down like this, and then let's say you want just a little bit more oomph, if you will. So in this bag here, I have, as you can tell, a little Santa ornament.
There he is.
So I'm going to have you snag that for me, please.
And so we're, just to wrap up quickly here, we've got the bow on here, and then the oomph is going to be an ornament or any other decoration you want to put on there.
You can do some floral picks if you want.
Adds a little spice.
Exactly.
So really some easy options. Like none of this was hard, and you can get more ideas too. If you stop in at Michael's and just ask someone like you, Angela, I'm sure you can also help someone. And remember, key things: boxes, bags. They're going to be your best friend if you have odd shaped things.
I can handle this.
Don't be afraid of boxes and bags.
Do this.
All right, so thanks so much for showing us this beautiful. Look at that final product, Angela Gieser from Michael's.
Hot glue.
We appreciate you showing us some tips this morning.